We have a lot of dealerships. We have 21 dealerships from Maine down to the Cape, New Hampshire, Western Mass, and we represent almost every major brand that's sold in the United States.
So why don't you give us a little bit of the history of your family in the car business, and then sort of bring us up to today, what you're doing now that makes you guys so special.
Okay, great. So my father is a guy by the name of Ira. There's still an Ira Motor Group existing in Boston. And I grew up in the car business, cleaning the floors, cleaning the bathrooms, doing windows, washing cars, parts department. Worked in every department in the dealership. And I took over the dealership at the time. We had Ira Olds Toyota and Ira Lexus in 1990. Did fairly well, bought my father out in 1998. And in 2000, if you remember, Al Gore had recently invented the internet.
Yes, I remember that.
Yes.
Genius.
He's unbelievable. And everyone, all of these so-called experts in the industry were singing the demise of the franchise, of the automotive franchise retailer. So I had been buying my father out over time. My mother had gotten sick, and I didn't want their future to be secured by the future of the car business. I didn't want it to be dependent on that, because I wanted them to get some liquidity and enjoy whatever time they had left together. Fortunately, knock on wood, my mother's doing well and still around today. But we were approached. We had grown from Ira Olds Toyota and Ira Lexus. We had a number of other brands: Mazda, Porsche, Audi, Subaru, and we were approached by a number of consolidators. And there were people that were consolidating dealerships at the time and bringing them public. And we sold in 2000 to a public company, Group 1 Automotive. It's a Fortune 500 company, and they had a very decentralized model. I ran the Ira dealerships and grew the Ira platform for them for a period of time, and unfortunately for me, as they got larger, they became very centralized. They brought in a new CEO, and they became very centralized. And we had a difference in philosophy, so after 6 years of running the company for them, or 6.5 years, I had enough, and I said, you know what, I don't know any other business, I'm going to go back on my own. And we purchased the Clear family of dealerships.
Oh yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, Ernie Clear was sort of an icon in the industry.
Right.
And he had left the dealership to his kids, and they had dealerships in Massachusetts, and one in New Hampshire, and several up in Maine, where ironically my father and I had partnered in a couple of dealerships. We renamed the whole group Prime Motor Group, and that was in November of 2007. My CFO from Ira Motor Group, the public company, a guy by the name of Matt McGovern, came with me as my partner, invested in the dealerships as well, and he's the vice president of operations now of our company, and we have grown Prime Motor Group to 21 dealerships, 2 collision centers, and a used car and service facility on the Cape for Mercedes-Benz. So we've been expanding pretty rapidly, and we took the best of what we learned in the public arena, went back to our roots that my father had taught me growing up in the car business, incorporated that into Prime Motor Group, and I believe that we're on the front edge of the curve today, and we're leading the industry.
So that's your competitor.